The king is determined to attend this year's Trooping the Colour, his official birthday celebrations, if his health allows it. Aides are already exploring ways that Charles might be able to take part within the constraints of his ongoing cancer treatment. This could include watching the military spectacular from a podium instead of on horseback as usual, having been driven from Buckingham Palace in a carriage as his late mother used to. No firm decision will be taken until nearer the time, given the nature of His Majesty's condition, and it will be dependent on medical advice. The event is due to be held in London on Saturday, June 15. But the Mail understands that planning for the occasion is moving ahead as scheduled, giving cause for optimism. There are a number of key events His Majesty would love to attend coming up in the diary, and this is at the top of the list, a source said. Dating from the 17th century, Trooping the Colour is one of the biggest military ceremonial events of the year, involving more than 1,200 soldiers and musicians plus more than 200 horses. Usually the monarch rides down from Buckingham Palace to Horse Guards Parade via the Mall to inspect the troops. The sovereign then rides back to the palace for the traditional balcony appearance with the wider royal family and flypast by the RAF. As it stands, His Majesty has been advised by doctors not to attend events with large public gatherings after being diagnosed with an unspecified form of cancer in January. He is currently undergoing outpatient treatment in London, although he is continuing to work hard behind the scenes on state matters and makes a point of being seen in public or on camera whenever possible. Two weeks ago there was widespread confusion after tickets for Trooping the Colour were put on sale by the Ministry of Defence advertising the presence of the King. Buckingham Palace said planning was underway but nothing could be confirmed. However, the Mail understands that things have moved on somewhat and staff are now exploring various options to ensure that Charles can attend as long as he gets the nod from his team. He would be keen to ride his horse, a black mare called Noble, which was a gift from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. But the King could watch the event from a static position, which would be considered good news by well-wishers. His mother, the late Queen, attended the event in a carriage after 1987. There has been no official confirmation of whether or not the Princess of Wales will be well enough to attend. She had been due not only to attend the ceremony but also to conduct her own review of troops on June 8 in her role as Honorary Colonel of the Irish Guards, whose colour, or regimental flag, is being presented to the King. However, the Ministry of Defence was forced to take down a webpage advertising her presence after Kensington Palace insisted that it was premature. A spokesman said only that they would announce when Kate would return to work following her lengthy recuperation from abdominal surgery in January. At the moment, the princess is still expected to return to public duties after the Easter holidays, mostly likely following her children's return to school in mid-April, dependent on medical advice at the time. Royal aides have always said that it will be up to the princess if she wishes to make public more details about her health, which she may do in the context of a public engagement. Sources say that there is no pressure or hurry on her to do so, and her focus remains on what is important: her recovery and her 3 children.